over is, and I'm a lifer, right? So I'm not going anywhere. So for most of you that like, I don't know what it feels like to even think about attempting to not be in this space or to not have this, because yeah, it gets real different, right? It gets really, really different. And so we got decisions to make, but I want to welcome you to your Winning Wednesday. And I want every single last one of y'all to know that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you're dealing with, at the end of the day, you are worthy of having the life that you want. You are worthy of prioritizing you. You are worthy of investing in you. I want you to put I am worthy in the chat, please, and thank you. Put I am worthy in the chat. I think y'all need to know that this beautiful AM. I need y'all to know that y'all are worthy. Put it in the chat. Y'all are worthy. Put it in there, put it in there, put it in there. And at the end of the day, I have been here for a couple of years now, and I will be here forevermore. I will ride this until the wheels come off, and when the wheels come off, I will be Flintstoning it. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Repetition is key. I want you to put that in the chat. Repetition is key. Put it in the chat. Understand that no matter sometimes how many times you hear something, it always depends on where you are at that moment, on how something is going to actually hit you. Some of us have heard things yesterday for the first time in a way that we never heard it before, but we've heard funding information several times, but it hits you differently yesterday because of the place that you're in, because of where your mindset is, because of the advances that you made, simply because you chose something differently at a particular moment. Make sure you put it in the chat. Repetition is key. And so at this time, I'm hoping, because our king, he said he was having some technical difficulties, but we never claiming that. We are never, ever, ever claiming that. I believe, okay, that we're not gonna let nothing get in the way of our greatness. So we always here for our mindset mogul. I want everybody to put in the chat mindset in all caps. We never do anything small in here. I want you to put mindset in all caps. Everything is big. We do every single thing big. Put mindset in all caps. Please and thank you. Mindset in all caps. And so without further ado, y'all already know he's coming with the energy. You already know he's coming to reset and realign our minds to exactly where they need to be in order to help us get to that next level. So I need everybody to come off mute. And we not doing that quonk, 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 quonk energy. And we not doing that. I want y'all to bring that, listen, it's hump day. Okay? It's we worthy. All right? We winning. I want you to bring that winning energy. I want everybody to come off mute and pour all the love into our mindset mogul. The same love that he pours into us. Let's go, y'all. Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Reset mindset. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Got this. Yeah, let's go.
Get it, y'all. Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Come on. Yes. Yes, yes. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wake up.
Get it.
Let's
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's
Yes.
go. Let's go.
Cameras on if you can. Turn y'all cameras on. Show fully up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Home run.
I know we got the best of the best in the room. Thank you, Sunshine. We appreciate you 100%. Thank you, Jasmine and the team. I know I got the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop. I know I do, but I need to know if you know if that's who you are. If you're the best of the best, top of the top, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Because look, this is the year of the champions. This is the year of you. This is the year of greatness. Whatever you want to claim, you have to stake your claim in it. You have to actually stand in it, and you have to stand on business. And this is the opportunity. Every day is a good day for what? Every day is a good day for a great day. So let me see who's in the room and let me shout you out. What's going on, Kano? We're sending you a lot of love. Put the trophy emoji in the chat. You are the MVP. Miss Tabitha, I know you're driving, but guess what? You're still the MVP, okay? I know. Mr. Anthony Morales, Team No Sleep. Hope you've been getting some sleep because, okay, you're going to need it. Miss Sunshine, you already know MVP. Put it in the chat. King Saeed, put it in the chat. MVP, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Mr. Jermaine Price, put the trophy emoji in the chat. All right, who else we got? Rebecca, what's going on? I know you're driving. We see you, Rebecca. Get to it, baby. Get to it. Regina, what's going on? Roland, look, you're blessed and highly favorite. Miss Amanda, breathe. Everything is going to be okay. You're the MVP. Just know that, all right? Let's continue to go. Takia, what's going on? Miss Angela Washington, all the way from California. What's up? We see you in here. We see you. What's going on? How we feeling? Miss Tanya, how do you feel today? Miss Ashanti, look, I heard you before, but I want to hear some more of you, okay? Some of you, I just want to hear a little more of you. Makai, look, I haven't heard from you in a little minute, but I know you're on the call. I know you're doing well. I know you got that energy. Things are looking bright. Things are looking up because you're the MVP, okay? I think because I'm recording on this device, I keep going in and out of blur. What's up with that? Team, what's happening? Get me right. Cashel, what's going on? I see you got the Northern Lights behind you. Listen. This is a day for you to step into your greatest version of you. This is the day. If this is the day, somebody put this is the day in the chat. LeVon Zell, what's up, Zelly? I haven't heard from Zelly. I guess you've been getting right with the technical stuff that I haven't heard from you in a while, but, check up on you, see what's going on. Miss Artina. All right, so what I want you to do right now is I want you to think about who you truly are. Who are you? And I really want you to think about that because you're somebody great, but I could say that to you're blue in the face, to I'm blue in the face, to, everybody understands it, but it really doesn't matter if you understand it or know it. It matters if you're living it. It matters if you're being it. That's the key right there. Being it. Somebody put being in the chat because I know we care about having, but the biggest result is going to come from us being. Like, who are you being right now in this moment? All right, who are you being right now in this moment? So repetition is the key. I would love to share something. I don't know how many of you ever thought about this, but when you look at the word again, what's the root word in it? So a lot of times we like to talk about morphology, and if anyone is not familiar with morphology, it's just the root words and how the word has morphed into what it is today. But when we look at the root of it, right? I want you to put this in the chat. Again equals again. So if you want to gain, you just got to do it again. When you do it again, you get a gain. See, when you go to the gym, you don't just walk out the gym the same day. You do a rep and you get that nice pump and it's like, yeah, and you got to keep doing it. See, you might walk and you might hit the treadmill, you might run the track, and you haven't lost all the pounds or had all the steps. You got to keep doing it. Somebody put in the chat, keep going. You have to keep doing it. And the reality of it, most of us, we stop when things get hard, but the reality is sometimes we stop right before it gets great. Sometimes we stop right before the thing starts to materialize into what we truly want it to become. Y'all ever seen that image? It was like a famous image. And the image was basically a gold, somebody in the gold mine is like a miner and, just digging. And it's a side-by-side photo. Let me know in the chat if you all seen this. And what was the common theme in that whole, I think it was like it first originated in like the newspapers. That might be too old for some of y'all. Newspapers, that's like dinosaur age, right? And excuse me if I'm talking to you, because you probably still get your newspaper delivered to you. So if I'm talking to you, I apologize. I didn't mean that. I didn't know you was in the room. I'm just saying, okay? So the thing was, what was the common theme? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Because I saw it and it reminded me like, this is so true. Because before anything gets better, it seemed like it gets worse. How many of us are going through this, but we just bump our heads against, like, I don't understand what's happening right now. But it just seemed like everything was clicking. Things were going well. I was in motion. I was in my stride. I was doing everything that I could do. And things were looking great. But right now, I don't know where I'm at right now. Right now, I feel a little lost. Right now, I feel like things are not going so well. Don't forget, your life is made up of the way you think things are. Doesn't mean it necessarily is that way. So you may be thinking, I've been digging for this gold and there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing here. I'm going to take my equipment, go back home and call it a wraps. In reality, you probably just needed 2 more hacks. I'm not saying the type of hacks that most of us look for, because a lot of us be so consumed with looking for hacks that we forget to hack. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I confuse you? A lot of us are looking for hacks that we forget to do the work. We forget to keep doing the work. We just want the quick fixes. The quick fixes is a quick way to break down. You ever been in a car? You ever go to the cheap mechanic? You ever go to that one? Go to that. Like, a lot of you, be real, because like, I only been driving since 2021. Okay, I'm technically a new driver, all right? But what I learned and what I don't do, because I learned from people who don't do things, you have to learn from people who don't do things, just like you learn from people who do things, okay? So there was a thing going around. People used to say, I don't go to the dealership and get my car worked on because they charge you so much. But you know who you do go to? I go to my local mechanic, my dealer, but you know, he give me the best prices. But just like I know, the more I get to know me, the more I get to know we. The more I get to know about myself, the more I get to know about everyone else. What happens when you go to the local mechanic? Typically, what's happening when you go to the local mechanic? So you get your car fixed for one thing, and then what happens? Watch how we all know the same answer. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait till y'all see it in the chat. Somebody said engine blowing, Freddy. I'm sorry, Freddy, where you live? I got to get you hooked up with somebody good, man. That's not what happens. It's not the engine doesn't go. Dang, Fred, where you living right now? Mailbox Millionaires Unite. Come on, we got to save Freddy because he taking his car to the mechanic and the engine blown. That's a setup. I'm not talking about that, but for the most part, what happens when you take your car to the local mechanic, for one thing, the inspector comes back with multiple things. So now you need this. Well, I came in here just for brakes, but now for some reason I ran out of windshield wiper fluid. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't make this stuff up. So I'm saying to you, you have to be aware of what's going on in your life. You have to be aware of somebody said you'll be back sooner than you think. I can imagine that. Like, you think you're good, you walk away, and then I don't know what's going on. I just got it done last week, and something else is happening. Yeah, that's typically how it goes. So for me, I go to the dealership because I get it done the right way. I'm not looking for the hacks. I'm not looking for the easy way out. I want it done correctly. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know, when you got the recipe, you want to make it on your own, or you got your girl, you want her to cook it, and she F up the recipe. It's like, I should have just ordered. Like, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just, seeing if y'all know anything about that. I don't know. But the point is repetition. So what do we need to continue to do in order to get a result? That's something I want you to think of. Are there things that's happening right now in your life that you feel like giving up on? Be honest with me, but mostly be honest with yourself. Are there things that you've been doing that you feel like you want to give up on? I want you to come up and share. Raise your virtual hand. What is it? Because sometimes you might need a fresh perspective. Sometimes you might just need a different outlook. Sometimes you might just need to have somebody listen to what you're saying and you hear it out loud. You know what I'm talking about? When sometimes you preach to other people, but you really talking to yourself. You know what I'm talking about? So let's see, raise your virtual hand. What's something that you've been doing that you feel like you might just want to give up on because it's not working? I want to touch in those areas first, and then we can segue all to the goodies. But right now, let's deal with the tough stuff today. Right now, Jasmine, Sunshine, if you are available to alternate between hands, please can we alternate between the hands?
Absolutely. Queen Anna, come talk to us, Queen Anna.
Hey, Grand Rising fam. Man, ain't nobody else raise their hand. I know somebody else wants to raise their hand. But
It's okay, Anna. Some people like to be the first to be second. That's all they're waiting for, somebody else to raise their hand, and then they'll start raising their hand. It's okay. You be first. Be first to be first.
be first to be first. Okay. So yeah, the quitting, I mean, yeah, the journey of being an online health influencer. Because I started more than 5 years ago. I'm still not a millionaire, but I'm working on it. And then just like yesterday, I was having the feelings of like, man, like, is this gonna turn into I'm just recording my whole life? Is it my day's gonna? I feel like it's an all day thing. So then I remind myself, it's gonna get better once I learn the tools and the system to automate and delegate and thinking where I started from, like what growing up I went to like a regular school, public and private school, but I wasn't taught any of the skills that we're learning here with communication and presentation and how to deliver the message, and my perceptions of or thinking that people are trained to be for what's against them and against what's for them. But then I see other people that are really successful and they find all the people that are ready to commit and make a change. And I'm like, where's those people? Why do I just attract the negative people? And like, so yeah, I just get
Okay.
with that.
So there's a lot of moving parts to this. There's no one answer to any of this. And first of all, I want to send you a lot of love because I understand what you're dealing with, where you're working, and it just seems like it doesn't work. Put Yana in the chat if you relate. If Ana Maria is not alone in this, put Yana in the chat so we can resonate, right? You know the answer for today is going to be do it again, right? That's going to be the answer. Do it again, because the more you do it, the better you get at it, so the more you can get from it. Write that down, Sunshine. Write that down. Add that to the list, okay? So when you're doing this journey, one of the things I don't want you all to do is compare your chapter to somebody else's chapter. See, that chapter that you're watching, that you're viewing, that you're comparing yourself to, you may not have seen all of what it takes to become the person. You just see the person. So when we talk about sometimes it takes 10 years to become an overnight success, you might not see the 10 years that it took to get to this point. You're just seeing the overnight success. Your story and your journey is different. You may have been doing this for 5 years, but have you actually been doing it for 5 years, or has a 5 calendar years passed and you've been doing it for 5 months out of 5 years? Have you been stopping and starting? Have you been making content that's really not serving people? Or, and the biggest thing is, have you been motivated just by the money? In certain cases, you can't be motivated by the money. Certain cases, you have to be motivated by what is the passion within you. Like what's the reasoning behind why you're doing this in the first place? So you have to be motivated by the passion of what the outcome could be if you can help it. So as far as like homelessness, like some people want to eradicate homelessness in ways that we've never seen before. So they build affordable housing and do a lot of initiatives that can bring awareness to this. And they've been making strides, and they could just quit right away because they haven't completed the goal, or they can realize that they just need to keep doing it and keep doing it. And then before you know it, their goal might be able to be accomplished. Some goals are able to be accomplished in 10 days, and some goals will take 10 years.
Yeah.
So for you is do it again. But what I would do, this is a suggestion, is I would partner up with somebody who's already doing that. Like somebody who already does that thing, I would partner up. Remember, that's part of the key when we talk about strategic partnerships. You want to work with people who are already doing the things that you want to do or who are aspiring and are going along that journey. So sometimes you might get a chance to work with the person who has done the thing that you want to do, but most of the time you might just have to work with the people who are looking to do the thing that you want to do. So sometimes just having another person by your side to hold you accountable and work with would be beneficial. This is why we created the social media engagement group, because you might find other people that are looking to do the same things in that social media realm, and you partner together, do lives together, do events together. When you start to bridge togetherness, you can open up the algorithm for more people to see you, for more opportunities, and that's how you get growth. Make sense? Let me know in the chat that's making sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm just saying for y'all to just like stop right there, keep going. That's basically why I have you do that prompt. So have you, first of all, tell me what comes up to you during this segment right here. What's coming up to you right now? What are you feeling? What thoughts, what downloads are you getting?
There's a couple people that are already doing what I'm doing and are a little bit ahead of me. Maybe a little bit, a lot. Yeah. And so I'm gonna reach out to them to partner, and they reached out to me already.
Okay.
But I was just in my head about it. So this is confirmation.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good work. All right. Send some love in the chat for Anna. Good job. Let's go to the next person. So see, Anna, the hands came up after you came up. So be the first to be first. Don't worry about being the first to be second. Who else is up?
Queen K Shell, come talk to us, honey.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, some love.
Hey.
So I don't actually want to quit, but I definitely want to slow down. And I want to slow down because I feel like I'm trying to do every single thing. And as we discussed before, I just need to pick one thing and stick to it. But when you have so many things coming towards you, it's difficult to just pick one. I mean, it's just so much like everywhere. It's like the stars in the sky. It's like, okay, I see them all, but I want to find the Little Dipper, but I can't find them because it's so many. And that's kind of how I'm feeling. So almost overwhelmed, but not where I want to quit. I just want to slow down. But if I slow down, I feel that I'm not going to get where I'm trying to go, because when I slow down, it's just going to get slower and slower.
Okay. So I'm loving where you're going with this. This is where morphology comes into play. This is where looking at the root words and knowing, okay, exactly what I'm speaking about and what do I want to show up. Sometimes we just use words interchangeably, but they're really not the same things, right? So for you, sometimes slowing down is the best way to speed things up. Right? Like sometimes that is when you are brand new in the sport, right? And everything's just coming at you so fast. You're a rookie, you don't know what's going on. It's just new. So you're just finding your place in it. But after you understand a little bit, you start to walk into certain things, pick your spots, and be able to perform better. So in this case, do you have children?
I do. My
How many
daughter's
children?
30 today.
You have a daughter that's 30?
Yes.
So you have a sister. That's what you're talking about. That's what you got a sister. Somebody put sister in the chat. You got a sister, okay? So anyway, I don't know how you did that. I don't know. That's the story I gotta ask later. I'm gonna interview you on the podcast. You tell me that story later. So when you have two children or one child?
I have one biological, but I raised 6.
Okay, dang, how you go from 1 to 6? All right, look, that's a story.
Just saying, I gave birth to one and she turned 30 today.
Okay. So like when you first had the first child, and some of y'all know this too. You've been a mother before you actually had your own child. Right? Some of us is like this, not everybody, but you probably had a little sister, or you probably had a god sister, or you probably had a cousin, but you've been a mother before you had your own child. And the first time you have children, it's like, oh, it's all crazy. I don't know what to do. I gotta wipe the butt. Oh, I'm getting peed on. It's a bunch of things that starts to happen in the moment. But after a while, you start to say, you know what, I kind of got this. I understand it's a little more, and you can navigate a little bit better. So sometimes you must continue to do the reps and just walk into that process naturally where it slows down. But in your case, I think you're really talking about walking into a market and seeing all of these stands with things to offer that just makes sense. You have, for a business owner, you have, are you a business owner now?
Yes.
Okay,
But
what's
I
your
can't do
profession?
anything with it.
Okay, what do you, so tell me, let's be more specific now and
I
talk
have a,
about, let's talk about this. What are the things that's so appealing to you that's making you feel like you want to choose all of them?
so I have a life coaching business, but it's just there. I haven't actually started to do it. So, and then Tracy and I have the funding business, but we're just learning it. And in credit repair, we're just learning, but I already have people who are ready to sign up. So it's like, because I talk to everybody, it's like, it's easy for me to talk to people. But when it's time to show them, I'm like, I'm still learning myself. So how am I going to show these people what I'm learning?
That's
And so I
perfect.
get
Wait, hold on,
overwhelmed.
hold on. All you're saying is gains to me. Everything you say, every time you keep saying stuff, it just, for me, it just sounds like, okay, that's perfect. So let's get to the point really fast though. So what is the overwhelming part of the things that are coming at you that you just feel like, I need that. Oh, I need that. But then it's like so much. What is that? So you have the business, cool. We understand that you have two businesses. All right, what else is coming at you where it's like, I need that, but damn, I'm overwhelming myself. What is it?
I have 2 jobs.
Two,
I
who are
have,
you? Okay,
I
keep
have,
going.
my daughter has 4 children and trying to help her with her children, plus live the life that I want to live. It's just a lot.
Okay.
And it's like, if I let something go, then I feel like everything else is gonna fall.
Okay. So let me ask you this really fast. If you fall, does everything else still fall?
Yes,
So right now, either way, that's what's gonna happen, right? Either way, that's what you're saying is the outcome. Like you're just holding on so that way it doesn't fall yet. But like that stack of cards or the Jenga game, eventually everything is gonna fall. Okay, if that's the case, you need to scale back now and put your foot down. So, and it doesn't mean that you don't help out the children because everybody love the grandma. Grandma's always the best because, and you have
yeah,
so many years of life coaching. Please understand, you're just not starting out with that. You just haven't made money yet, but you definitely have experience. And I want you to be able to monetize your experience. This goes for everybody. Be able to monetize your experience, your passions, and your things that you have executed on. So for you, right, you just have to do a little bit less of all the other things. So yeah, all right, grandma's not gonna be able to be here full time. Yeah, grandma could probably watch the kids for the entire week. I can't do that right now in this season. I only could watch the kids for 2 days. That's the top, that's the max. I could do a weekend.
yeah.
Maybe I can't do the weekend because I need those days, but maybe I could figure it out with you and do 2 days or one day here and then split it up and do another day here. That's where we need to go. So segment intending, somebody write that down. You need to segment intend. And this goes for your day and it goes for the people that's in your life, the cast of characters that's in your story. So you can't give 100% to everybody anyway. So you have to start to give what you can give in order to have enough to maintain and build what you need to build on as the foundation. So you're the foundation. So what comes first is your personal development. What comes next is your business development. So you need to set time for that. That's a non-negotiable. Everybody write down your non-negotiables. What is your non-negotiable? So I know personal development is a non-negotiable because how could I not focus on my personal development if 6 people right now 12 people right now dependent on me. I got 6 children, I got 4 grandchildren, then I got significant others with other people that's might be family like mom, dad, or friend. I got 12 people right now dependent on me. If I got 12 people depending on me right now, that personal development is a must because when I start getting annoyed and feeling like, I'm not getting time for myself, do I lash out on them? Or do I articulate in a way that's helpful and I'm considerate to other people's feelings? So personal development is going to be number one because you need that to build your relationship. Business development, time blocking, being able to set time aside and to accomplish things, set out goals and hit those goals, that's necessary. Otherwise, you don't have the money to support the rest of them. Otherwise, you don't have the clarity to support the rest of them. So without a shadow of a doubt, these things go first. And this is what people mean when they say I put myself first, but it's really just prioritizing the needs to build that strong foundation. Make sense? So you
Yes.
need to segment intend. Okay, for this particular day or this particular week, how much time are you allocating to the family? And you got to stick to that. This is no disrespect, but certain people who call you, you can't answer. That's it. I can't answer you. And this doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just means you can't answer because you don't have the time to. You will circle back to them. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's get to the next part. So now when it comes to everything overwhelming you as far as the pieces for the business, yes, this is a never-ending thing, just for everybody to understand. If you're stepping into employership, which is basically entrepreneurship, you must understand that it's going to take a level of discipline and consistency like you've never done before. There are going to be things that come your way and you're going to be buying things like you've never bought before. So you must eliminate the expenses that's elsewhere. So gone are the days where you're just walking through the mall or you just shopping online and you say, oh, this would be cute for the grandbaby number 3. No, I'm sorry, grandbaby number 3, because all the grandbaby number 3 is going to do is leave that toy or leave the item on the floor that you step on and you get upset that you bought it, that they left it on the floor, and now whatever else starts to happen. Maybe that's not you, but I had a dysfunctional family at points, so that's my story. Okay. So the last part on that is, so part 1 is being able to break, priorities down and then segment intent. And then the last part is being in alignment with that. Because if you're out of alignment somewhere, you will feel struggle. Does that make sense to anybody, to everybody? Let me know in the chat. If you are experiencing some struggle right now, there's something that you're out of alignment with. So for you, Kashel, if you are saying that you are getting overwhelmed, what that truly means is you're not taking time for yourself. You're doing everything for everyone else and you're there for everyone else, but you're going to lose it all if you don't take time for yourself. So your personal health is very important. So make sure you treat yourself to a massage or you treat yourself to that downtime where you're working out, where you could just work on your mind and your body, your soul. You meditate, you thinkitate. Those things are important.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love in the chat. Real quick, before we let you go, was that helpful for you or not? Let us know why not.
It was helpful for me because in my head, I've been crying a lot this week, and I usually don't cry until I get overwhelmed. And so I felt like it was coming, and I was just glad that I didn't cry here today. So I think I've cried enough this week that I was able to make it through this conversation without crying so that I can actually get out what I need to say versus being stuck still in the same spot, because I feel like once I start to cry, I'm just stuck and now I don't want to move. I'm just kind of sitting on that issue that has the tears flowing. So it was very helpful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love in the chat. I know there's some people right now that resonate with you right now who's dealing with the same things. But there's a way out of it, everyone. There's a way out of it. And the way out of it is to prioritize the segment intent and stay in alignment with that, because you deserve it. If you break you down, then everything else breaks down. So you need to build yourself up. And people will understand. Your friends and family will understand. They get mad at you at first, but they'll understand, okay? Send some love in the chat if you haven't already. Let's bring up the next person.
We have Queen Takia. Come talk to us.
Hello, family.
What's going on?
Literally, seriously, I think she was in my head because she said everything I was going to say before she came up. Like just feeling overwhelmed, and I'm an overachiever, so I'm trying to cram a lot into a little space and time. And sometimes I even said it last night, am I doing too much? Girl, slow down. Quit jumping into stuff. But then I can't, because it's a goal I'm trying to reach and get to. I'll be 60 in November. I'm wondering, did I wait too late to just really keep trying to go for it? Or I'm just built like that. It's in my DNA to just keep going no matter what. So everything she said, I was feeling it, the overwhelmness. I got off of work yesterday. I know Mogul call is at 9. I take my eyes off this computer because I work from home. So I got to take my eyes off this computer for a few hours. So I delegated that 5 to 9 and just lay in my bed, look at the ceiling and close my eyes. I'm not kidding. My husband come home from work, what you cook? Boy, if you don't get out of my room and leave me alone. For real. It's
Hey,
a
baby, what
mental
you
health
cook?
moment. It's a mental health moment right now. I'm on a health break. Leave me alone. So everything she said I was going through last night. I'm doing too much. I'm trying to cram it in. And if I'm not doing nothing on the computer, I feel like I'm behind, like, cause I still got
Okay, hold
videos
on.
to watch.
Hold on, because I can let you go, but I want to,
Yeah.
I want to put this in perspective. Great job, by the way, and thank you for being so honest and transparent, because that's really what Keisha was saying too. She was, y'all both said the same thing, right? And the reality is, how real do y'all want me to be?
Go real, go hard.
I like that. So let me do that. One thing that is going to happen during this existence that you could bank on is pain and suffering. Put that in the chat. Like, one thing that you can bank on in this existence of life is pain and suffering. Now, pain and suffering is just there. The way that you interpret it is what gives it the value to you. So pain and suffering could be a good thing. When you go to the gym, it's pain and suffering. It's not a bad thing. When you're giving birth, it's pain and suffering, but it's not a bad thing. So you might be going through some times where you feel pain and suffering, but it's between your perspective. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? On this journey for entrepreneurship, you will feel pain and suffering, but usually there's a reward behind the pain. So you could have the pain of regret or the pain of reward. Choose your heart, because it's all going to be hard. Which one do you choose? Which pain do you choose? Do you choose the pain where you feel powerless? Or do you choose the pain where you feel powerful? So the idea is to think this way. Is whatever I'm doing right now moving the needle forward, or is it not? So if the pain is moving the needle forward, then it's a good pain that comes with a reward. If the pain is not moving the needle forward, then that is the pain that's going to come with the regret. How do we know? We know. You already know. The answers are given to you already. Okay, so am I getting overwhelmed with everything I'm choosing? Am I feeling like that? Yes, I am. Okay, then what is the result? I must change whatever I'm choosing. That's it. The answers are straight in our faces. Now, the other part to it is the identification of it. Okay, all right, am I doing a lot? Yeah. But is it helping me? Do I see progress? Do I see some sort of tangible result? Some sort of thing? Am I better now than I was before? If you are not, you should stop. If you are better now, then, ooh, okay, I should keep going. It's painful, but I should keep going. But entrepreneurship, I'm telling you right now, is not for the weak. You're not going to do less and get more. I'm telling you that straight up. You do more and you get more. So if you want a better lifestyle, if you want more money, if you want better relationships, then you must do more. So even no disrespect to you. But when you're lying in the bed and you go and your husband comes in and say, babe, did you cook anything? And your response is, hey, get out of my face. I ain't cooked nothing. You know what you need to do. That's not good for you. It's just not good for you. You need to do more. So before you lie down, you should have already made the food. I know you're not going to agree with me, but hey, listen, personal development and professional development, you get the life you love. Without it, you get the life you have. So I'm telling you straight up, this is how it works. Life does not care whether you like it or not. The sun does not rise and set based upon whether you like daytime or nighttime better. It just is what it is, and you better get with the program. So the program is you eloped with someone, so you now need to get with the program. You can't, if I come home to you and you know that you told me that you was gonna cook already, but you done changed your mind. Look, she's not hearing nothing I'm saying right now. She got me on mute. Look,
I hear you. It was spaghetti in there. He could have ate from the day before. Like, you know what I'm doing. You know my grind. You know my hustle. Like, come on now. Come on.
Listen. Do y'all
Come
want
on.
look? I asked you if you want me to tell you the truth. Do you
Yeah.
want the real hard facts or not? So the way to get more in your life is to do more. You're looking at it opposite. You're saying I need to get more by doing less. So I'm just gonna chill from 5 to 9 because I've been working from 9 to 5. I'm telling you that's not the way. You can keep choosing it, but your answer's already in front of you. You choosing that life has gotten you where you are right now. This is no disrespect to you all. We're all adults here. We can talk to each other and be honest, right? I'm telling you from a man's perspective, but I'm also thinking from a woman's perspective. And I'm saying, yes, you deserve to have the time to rest. But if you have agreed and entered a covenant with a partner, you live up to your obligations and you exceed them. You don't go, come on, let's be real here. Your man does not know what you're dealing with right now at work that just ticked you off and made you go, you know what, I need to blow everything off and just chill. He's coming home thinking he got a nice little fine thing he about to talk to and do some things with. And then when he walk into the house and he realize he ain't doing no things with him, he's like, oh, what do I get myself into? This is how marriages break down. I'm telling y'all straight up. I want you to listen. Y'all can look at me and say what you want. I chose this life for a reason, okay? So all of you who got married and now you feeling the ramifications, had all the children, I'm telling you something, okay? Listen up here. So you still need to do more so you can get more. See, because what will happen is this. This is what will happen. You exhaust yourself, right? And you come home. I mean, you finish that 9 to 5, cool. Damn, you've been looking at the screen all day. Eyes hurt. Back is starting to give you pain problems. You got to get a special chair. You got to now get things to work on your feet while you're sitting down. So what you do is your man is going to see that because you're probably using his card anyway to order off Amazon. No, I'm joking.
Okay,
I know y'all got your own money. I know. Take it easy. Take it easy, Miss Marshall. So I'm getting somewhere here. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. So what's going to happen is this. You're going to still go and get the food and do all of that and have it nicely prepared. And you might get the little Reynolds wrap, or you might get the little what's the clear wrap, whatever that one is. You might get the clear wrap, place it over the food, put it in a nice place inside the fridge or whatever your situation is. And then when he comes home and he goes and he sees his wife knocked out, tired, because he knows she's been working all day, and then she got the food. As a man, you look at that and you go, damn, my baby been doing everything. And you know what he starts to do? He starts to pick up the slack. Now he walks home with flowers. Now he comes home with these little gifts. Now he might send you off to, get a massage. Now he might take you and surprise you with this. But that's how it works. How do I know that? How do I know that? Because it works for me. I'm different. I may be different. Your man may not be me. Okay. He may not be me, but it doesn't matter because he's still somebody that you chose. So it means that obviously there was something that was happening in the beginning of that relationship that existed. So you must keep that going. Okay. You must keep that going. Go ahead.
I get it. I ain't gonna even blow it by saying he cooks 95% of the time. It was just my day. I ain't gonna even tell you that. I don't even want you to go off on that one. But yeah, I just needed that day yesterday. Every day else be grinding, hustle, cook, clean, whole house. I just needed yesterday because I was burnt out. That's it. And that's all.
He said, look, man, this ain't my whole life, man. I do what I do. Okay. He loved me. That's why he come back to me every night. All right, cool. I got you. But that was for emphasis, and that was for somebody who needed that. Watch, let me show you. Who needed to hear that? Put it in the chat. Who needed to hear that? Put it in the chat. Jermaine loving class today. He like, yeah, this class lit. He telling his friends, yo, look, what's going on? It's the third time I've seen Jermaine comment like, yo, crew, you wilding today. Jermaine having a good time in class today. All right, cool. Everybody send some love to Miss Takia McGinnis Marshall in the chat if you haven't already. Let's go to the last hand. Great job, Takia. Like I said, somebody needed that. So if that wasn't just for you, that was for somebody else as well.
What's going on, love? You survived that mess yesterday. It's good to see you, love.
Yo, Kana was posting help signs in the chat, right? She was like, hey, the tornado said it's coming right now, y'all. I called up Kana. Kana was in the basement. I'm like, Kana, what you doing in that basement? Kana, unmute. Come talk, come share. You're on mute. Hold up, let's have you on mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear
Okay.
you.
But hey, on that note, right side of things, if you want to know how to get an extra free book from Amazon, just have them deliver stuff in some weather like that. They leave it outside, it gets wet, you get a new one. So follow me for more life hacks.
Put the link in the chat. Put the life hack links in the chat. 'Cause everybody want the hacks. Somebody running that play today. Artiste might run that today. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I wrote down notes today because yes, you on one today, crew, but it's a good one, so we appreciate it. Um, so as you were talking and asking the question, I was just thinking about like, frequencies and shifting from one frequency to another, but then really staying in it. And it got me to thinking about like when you're changing the tune on like a radio frequency, you got to keep bumping it until you get there, you hear the static. But it's like when you're in a car, you still moving around. So even though you found the frequency, you're gonna end up having to tune that again. So that made me think like, okay, like a one and done type situation. When I'm learning something new, when I actually get there, it's like, okay, I got this, I can move to the next thing. But I'm realizing that's not exactly how it works. Like our word of the day, I gotta keep doing it again and again and again to keep those gains. So the question and the issue that I want, like you said, we talked yesterday and you mentioned something about like attachment styles, right? So like starting something, having high momentum, high excitement for it, but then not, I don't want to say it like that because I don't want to box myself in, but getting the feeling that you're not seeing the results fast enough. And that makes me think of how you started this whole thing. Like you almost to the finish line, don't even realize it. So
I got that. I got that. This is a good point. So just breathe, right? The present moment is where we're gifted with everything. Like there's no secret to why this is called the present. A lot of times we're focused on the future and we're focused on the past. That is what's causing the biggest gap. That's where the gap is. Because we're so focused on things that's not right here. So if it's not right here, it definitely seems like it's far away. You ever start missing your partner just because they're not around? And you start picking fights just because it's like, oh, I didn't. It's just sometimes we do random things to get attention in the present moment. But I want you to realize that you're so close to the goal that if you stop focusing on or stop looking and thinking that the goal should be here right now, that you'll just run into the goal. Like the issue is a minute can feel so long depending on the situation. Tell me if I'm making this stuff up, y'all. Tell me if I'm making this up. If you had to work out and if your trainer or you're just working out for 5 minutes, and he's like, oh, damn, 5 minutes. I was doing 20-minute straight crunches, right? It's not called crunches. It's a different type of exercise with the ball. And I'm doing 20 straight minutes. And I'm doing it and I'm like thinking about the time. I'm like, why am I thinking about the time? You know that's gonna make it feel longer. Come on, man. Don't worry about the time. Focus on the fact that you're getting better and you're improving at every rep. And in fact, don't even worry about the work. Just let the body go on autopilot and just when time is up, is up. And I did 20 minutes straight of this. But every moment that I was thinking of it, the moments felt so long. A second felt like a minute. Let me know if y'all resonate with what I'm talking about right now. So don't worry about why you don't have the outcome yet, because sometimes you need to stay in the motion long enough to outlast the learning curve because you haven't really figured out the curve of it, right? So in this case, you might be overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff, but just do it again. Keep doing it. Keep staying in it, because when you're staying involved in it, what's going to happen is you're going to assimilate to it. And then before you know it, what used to be hard is no longer hard, it's second nature. but you haven't done it enough for it to feel that way. So that's the hack for everybody. If it doesn't feel second nature to you, you haven't done it enough. Same thing when it comes to working out. When you're working out and you haven't gotten that urge yet, you still are resisting working out. It's like, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta do these reps. I gotta do, and you don't really want to yet. You're not feeling invigorated and saying, you know what, I'm motivated to go do this thing. Yeah. Then you haven't done it enough. You just haven't done it enough. And that is the key. When you are acclimated to that system where it feels easy, Kana, that's when you know, all right, I've done it. But until then, if it feels a struggle, it feels like, oh, why is this not happening yet? You haven't done it enough. That's your answer. You need to do it again. Okay? Do it again. Well, I'll ask you this before I turn it over. So what are you getting from this? What's coming up to you right now? What thoughts are you having at the moment?
The repetition, like to do something one time, yeah, you get happy and excited, but don't get lost in just that happy. Okay, I just proved to myself that it can be done, but now I got to do it again and again. And that repetition is what's gonna make it stick. Really find that new home and that frequency, not just come to visit.
All right. Just remember this. Make it so simple on yourselves. Remember, we want to simplify our success. If it doesn't feel easy to you, you haven't done it enough. Period. If you feel like it's taken too long to come, you haven't done it enough. Like, for example, if you are waiting for a package and the package hasn't arrived and they said 2 days and it's day 2 now, but every second you're looking out the window, that's not making the package come faster. What would make the package arrive faster in your world is to not even think about it, because you know that you haven't even done it. I haven't done enough. I haven't been patient enough. I haven't been patient enough. When you just sit in that patience, before you know it, the package done arrived. Okay, damn, I wasn't expecting you to be here so fast. That's how it works. The reason why our kids grow up so fast because we still look at them as babies. We're not looking at them as adults at any point. Oh, just my baby, you're my baby. And the reason why they're just growing so fast because the way that you see it is just you see them as a baby. But when you look at it in a conscious moment, it's like, damn, like you're kind of growing. Like, so sit in it a little bit. Get the repetition. Have more patience. And things will start to unfold. And that goes for each and every one of us. Have more patience, but be diligent. Don't just sit around and wait for things to happen, because if you're a mailbox millionaire, you're the one that gets up and makes things happen. So Kana, if it's not coming to you fast enough, you might need to go and get it. When you tell the kids to clean up the room and they don't clean up the room the way that you want it, sometimes you got to do it yourself and set the example. Okay? Anything else you wanted to add before we let you go?
Thank you. I love you.
Love you too. Everybody send some love in the chat if you haven't already. That was it, right?
We have King Anthony. And that is the last hand.
Anthony out working. That's what I'm talking about every day.
What up, family? What up? Man, what a great call. Like, it got me to realize, like, when you were speaking, not just to Anna, but to the other lady, because I was with the kids, I didn't catch her name. Hey, come back. That I gotta help and focus on my wife and my partner's mental, because, like, yeah, we're both working online and being that, but you know, it's almost impossible with my line of work to like do focus time on studying on that. So like, I went and I was like, man, what can I do to help? Like, I got her and booked her some spa time, because like she needs that. Like, she been kind of hinting me like, I need some alone time, da da da. So when I went to the gym extra early to the gym today, and I stayed with the girls, and then she went to run, and she got hit with the rain, and she loves that. And it was like she came back and said, ah. So like her happiness is my peace. And I was like, man, why did I forget? I'm a knucklehead, you know. I'm a Taurus, you know. Like we stubborn like that. So like, fellas, like when you're partnering with your wife, like, yeah, find out what helps out, like, you know, and that, like, I feel like that's what we haven't gone to the next level, because me and her, like, we're firstborns, so we be like butting heads a lot, and it's like, man, how you gonna be butting heads with your partner? And then Anna be like, I'm gonna say this real quick. Anna be like, you think Crew? You talk like that to Crew? It's like, nah, I talk like that. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Thank you, family. Y'all have
That's
a
a
great
lot of
Wednesday.
love. There's a lot of love. Send some love in the chat. And look, Anthony just gave everybody some real good gems, right? He summed up what I was saying. Like the reason why you have a certain thing in your life happening is because you are the main participant. You are the MVP, the most valuable participant in your life. And even when it comes to your significant other. So in order for him to have his peace of mind, he needs to help her have her peace of mind. That's part of what a relationship is. So when I was talking to Takia, that's what I was referring to, like just being able to still make sure your partner needs are met, because if you do that and you exceed that, what's going to happen for you is going to be a great thing too. And this is how everybody starts to win. But when we start to think only about ourselves or mainly about ourselves, and it's just like, what do I have to do? What am I going to do? I need to think more about me. You lose the value because your me is met with we, right? Like you are created by us in a sense. And I'm not saying like Mailbox Mayday. I'm saying whoever you are, you're developed and created by the people that you're around. So your wife or your man is going to be, you can take Anthony off. You don't want to hold him hostage up here. Training be with you, right? You're training them in a certain way to be with you. Can you all hear me? My internet is a little unstable. Let me know in the chat.
Cut off for a sec, but you're back now.
I'm back now? Okay. So thank you, everyone. So the way that you show up for the people that's in your life is going to also dictate your life. So I don't mean give everything to everyone, because then you have nothing for yourself. But what I mean is sometimes you have to be emotionally aware of the situation that's going on, and you have to be the vehicle that helps move the needle. So for example, with your significant other, you might not want to have to be the one that lifts them up, but you should, because they're the ones looking to you. Right. And what that would do for you is it would give you a peace of mind, because guess what? If you're not lifting them up and their attitude is a little down, just by being around them, it's going to bring you down. Just by being in a situation, you know, they might be a little upset and they might start doing spiteful things, or just, it may not even really be spite. It's just when you're not in your best you tend to do things that's not you. That's really the end all be all for that. So just keep you know, the people that's in your life in a great space, and understand that you are the most valuable participant in that world. So once again, today's theme is about repetition. It's about doing it again, because as you do it again, you get a gain. So what could you do again, Anthony, that would give you another gain? Right? Maybe I'm not telling you how to treat your wife, but maybe you give her a nice back massage, shoulder massage tonight, and don't expect nothing in return. Yeah, y'all heard what I said? Don't expect nothing in return. Because a lot of us like to expect things from other people. Stop having expectations. Expectations killing your situations. Only person you put expectations on is yourself. At this moment, I want to bring Jasmine up to give a quick word. Jasmine, if you're available to give a quick word, then we have Sunshine close with the final thoughts. But if today was helpful for anybody, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Where's Jasmine at?
I was here.
All right, wait, Jasmine, wait, take that back. Don't bring that old slave talk. we
just going with the call today.
Look, we're looking to escape the rat race, okay? Get off the plantation. We're not looking to bring the plantation back. Jermaine liked that one, right? Jermaine, you're gonna use that one today, right? Yeah, we ain't staying on the plantation, man. All right, Jasmine, come up.
Oh, there we go. Hello. All in the mid.
Wait, hold on. Jermaine, I just read your chat. Yo, Jermaine funny today in the chat. Jermaine, what happened last night? Something you want to tell us, man? You got something good happened to you last night, man? A little fine thing, something. All right, go ahead, Jasmine. Go ahead.
I definitely love the class too. Yeah, go ahead, throw the battery emoji in the chat. Let's turn up the energy because we about to take ourselves throughout the rest of the day. And I know this was a great start. I see what Sunshine be talking about when it's spotlight by yourself. You looking at your face like, did you brush your teeth this morning? Yes, I did. All right. But nah, I just appreciate everybody hopping on. It definitely was inspiring to be alongside of everybody here. I know the accelerator is counting down, but just know that the repetition that you put in today is counting up towards something, right? And so I want everybody to put in the chat, I deserve the world. Because it's a simple sentence, but it's something that we have to reassure ourselves daily. How we got up, we talked about the Q word, the T word, the going through all these different obstacles that are in place, right? But it's actually to build us up because we deserve the world. So everything that we are going through is a teachable moment, is a lesson to be learned. So not only for us to get through it personally, but to actually help somebody else. And that's how you provide value. That's how you provide value for your family. That's how you provide value for your business. And I want to quickly say this. I woke up and I went to sleep yesterday like, dang, I just need some rest. I'm going to be honest. Drop honest in the chat if I could just be honest. Drop honest in the chat if I could just be honest, right? Because I went to sleep like, dang, I need some rest while I'm going to sleep. And then I woke up like, dang, I want to rest today, right? And I opened up my devotional and it literally said, it says, God wants you to take a break and get some rest because God gives rest to his loved ones. And I was like, dang, today, after I just asked for some rest, God literally said, June 4th, God gives rest to his loved ones. So every piece of energy, every piece of decision, every piece of repetition that you are building towards, what is the rest that you are putting back into your mental? What is the rest that you are putting back into your heart? What is the rest that you are putting back into your thoughts? If your thoughts create your life, how are you resting so that way you can recharge the actual necessary energy that you need to do everything? Running off of a battery that is constantly being charged, it will explode. Right? So knowing that the rest is important for you, and I don't know about y'all, but my God, no, when I ask, I shall receive. Sometimes it's like that, and sometimes it's a few months later, sometimes it's a few years later, right? But just knowing what it is that you are asking for, it will come because you're in the practice of repetition. You're in the practice of knowing you deserve the world. But that all comes from your mind. That all comes from leading your thoughts. And so I want everybody to be attentive to what it is you are leading your thought and how you rest. Because if God gives rest to his loved ones, I need us to really take the moment to analyze, okay, well, in this situation, how can I be the best version of me? If we're working towards a better version, well, guess what? You're the best version that you're going to be today. And so now that builds up, that repetition of being the best creates better. And I want you to drop in the chat, I'm getting better. Because I don't know if y'all know, Cardi B in her song, she be like, I'm getting better and betterer. Now, I don't know if betterer is a word, but it is today. Because I'm getting better and better every day. So be the best that you are today. So that way you get better and better. Drop, I'm getting better in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's get it. All right, Queen Sunshine, my sister. What's up? Shine a light on him. Shine a light on him. We're going to be in New York this weekend. What's up?
Baby, we outside this weekend. It's going to be good to see you, Queen. All right, so it's time to wrap this up. And boy, is it a lot to wrap up today. And if y'all know anything about Sunshine, y'all know how I spell today. If y'all know how I spell today, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. So our king came out the gate like bow, bow, bow. What did he say? He said, this is the day to step into the greatest version of you. Not them, not we, not us, but of you, right? And it's so essential for us to think about who we truly are. He posed the question, who are you? So many of us struggle with that question. And we just had this. We went over something like this a few days ago about that identity, knowing who we truly are, right? Because it's so imperative that we know who we're being in this moment, because who we are showing up as right now has a lot to do with our success, has a lot to do with the things that are showing up in our life. So we truly have to pay attention to who we are and who we're showing up as and what we're being in this very moment. He goes in again to start talking about when you do it again, you get a gain. I hope y'all wrote that down. If you didn't, take the time to write it down right now. When you do it again, you get a gain. That's a whole bar. You have to keep doing it. So at the end of the day, family, keep going. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter the obstacles, keep going. Because at the end of the day, adversity is always going to be there. It's always going to be right there. It comes before the breakthrough. Understand? I promise you, I'm living that. But I'm all right with it because I understand that, baby, what's on the other side of this for me, I'm ready for all of it, okay? I'm here for every single last bit of it. So my adversities, I start to smile at them because I already know that on the other side of this is something so major. I don't really get discouraged anymore. I used to. That's the old version of me. Understand the versions of you that you got to release to understand what you need to be welcoming into your life. Our king talked about your life is made up of the way you think things are. I used to think things were working against me. Some of us in here still are. They're not working against you. They're working for you. He asked us, what do you need to continue to do to get the results that you truly want? Do you know what that is? And at the end of the day, do it again. Because he said, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And I want everybody, right? We got to stop looking to our left and stop looking to our right. Stop paying attention to what's going on around us. Make sure we stop comparing ourselves to others, because it's not about what's going on around us. It's about what's going on within us, first and foremost. And we can't keep looking at the money of things, is what he talked about. We got to be motivated by the passion of what things could be, right? What they could be. He spoke about this when he was talking to the Queen Anna. He spoke about those strategic partnerships, about working with people who are already doing what it is that you want to do, or partnering up with somebody who wants to do the things that you are looking to do. Either way, it's for a true benefit. He started to talk about segment intent. That was a new one. I don't recall us going there, but he talked about personal development being first and foremost, y'all. And a lot of us look to skip over that because that's that hard work. A lot of us don't like to look at ourselves, but it's so imperative that we start with the personal development, because that part is all about us. Then we need to go into that business development. But believe it or not, you really can't be successful in your business until you do the personal development. He talked about those non-negotiables. Let me tell you something about those. You better know them and you better list them. They're essential to your life. He talked about time blocking. What's important about that time blocking is that we need to stick to it as much as possible. It's not going to be easy, especially in the beginning. But if we keep doing it over and over and over again, repetition is key today. We will get better and better at it as far as sticking to it. He tells us pain and suffering is the inevitable, right? But it's about our perspective. Our perspective is key in how we look at it. We can either have the pain of regret or the pain of reward. Write that down. You can either have the pain of regret or the pain of reward. The question is what I'm doing moving the needle forward? And if it is, then you definitely know that you are definitely experiencing the pain of reward. And I'm for that all day, every day. We all know, every single last one of us in here know that entrepreneurship is not for the weak, right? We all must do more. And plenty of us are knowing right now that we are doing more than we've ever done before. But we still have another level to get to. So we got to do more. And then we got to do some more. And then when we get to that level, we got to do more. Put it in the chat. We still have to do more. It's a never-ending journey to entrepreneurship. So we have to stop worrying, right, while we don't have the outcome we want yet. We have to stay in it long enough to outlast that learning curve that they be talking about all the time. I want y'all to know that we got this. Put "we got this" in the chat. You are the MVP in your life. So show all the way up, not just for you, but for those that you love. That has been our winning Wednesday. I love y'all to life. And I can't wait to see those that I'm going to see this weekend.
Drop the mic on him. Drop the mic on him. I would drop this mic, but it's standing on the desk, so I can't drop it. But you get the point. There we go, Anthony. Put it in the chat. So with that being said, once again, you are the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop. And that has been your final thoughts. Today is a good day for a great day. So whatever you're dealing with, just know that you made it to the wake up list. You are amazing. You are abundant. Like literally you are. You just have to search and see and collect the evidence that shows you, because that's what's going to drive you. All right. And at this moment, I would love for everyone to come off of mute. I want you to snap it up. I want you to clap it up. I want you to make so much noise you go into this winning Wednesday knowing that you're winning already, knowing that you can't be stopped, knowing that you got it. God got you too. Come on, stand up, stand it up. Put out you are the MVP.
Oh,
Winning
Wednesday.
Got this. We got this.
Wednesday.
Beautiful Wednesday.
Go.
Wednesday.
I got
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yes.
So let's
Oh,
go.
let's go.
Let's
Wednesday. Wonderful working Wednesday.
Let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
And you,
Yes.
let's get it. Let's
Go.
get it. Let's